Thanks for joining us. This is Matt Hillebrand. I'm one of the principals here at Don's Appliances. And today I'm joined by Jess Kury of Special Olympics. She's the director here locally in the Western Pennsylvania area, correct?
Director of Special Events for the West. Yes.
Perfect. So any special event that deals with Special Olympics, Jess is the person for that. She puts on the greatest events.
You flatter me, thanks. I'm one of a great team. But
yes,
yeah, we've got a great team.
It's an honor to volunteer. A lot of our coworkers, a lot of our employees have volunteered with Special Olympics. I think we're going on the 5th year of the Special UNcathalon, right?
Yeah, we are. This will be year 5 going into this spring, summer. So hopefully we'll be back in person and we can have a really great fun time again.
Yeah, and the Special Olympic UNcathalon, it's really, really cool because it's something totally different, right?
Yeah, it is our most unique event, but it's really cool because it ties our mission together very well as well. You want me to tell everybody what it is?
Absolutely,
Awesome.
Jump in, yeah.
So here's what I like people to think about when you were little, like elementary school, middle school, and you had track and field day at the high school and you got to play with all the big kids. That's what this is so very much like. This is like adult track and field day for us. And we've got 10 events that our local corporations in the Pittsburgh area compete in a track and field day. And Don's Appliances is one of our competitors and one of our sponsors. But the really cool and unique thing about this event is the fact that we unify it by placing one of our Special Olympics athletes on each team. And it is such an amazing, fun day.
It really is. And I remember the first one we had, which nobody knew what to expect. But it was stressful, right? It was stressful leading up to that point. But once it came, there is nothing better than seeing an athlete's face.
It was amazing.
Competing.
It was such a good day. We didn't know what to expect.
No.
It was such a fun day.
It really was. Now, real quick, if you can just jump in and just, how did it get started?
That's a great question. It took us a year and a half to figure out what this event looked like and to refine it. We wrote up a business plan. So one of our now board members, his name is Shannon Barry. Shannon had this brainchild from when he worked on Wall Street, and there was a Wall Street decathlon where they would compete every year, and he thought, wow, wouldn't this be a cool fundraiser? And we got connected through a friend, thought this was a perfect fit for an organization like Special Olympics, and we just started brainstorming and decided to bring this to life, took it to our management who, at first they kind of looked at us a little sideways like, but then they really embraced it, and that's how it came to be. But it took us a good year and a half to really vet through this whole concept of an event and come up with something that really drove home the mission of Special Olympics, brought our athletes into the community, got our community rallied behind the athletes, and got a whole new group of people involved with our organization. So it's been a great ride.
Yeah, and Shannon actually brought myself in, and I have known Shannon for many years. Our kids have grown up together, and he's just a one of a kind. He's a very charismatic. He's just all in all. He's a great guy that cares about a lot of different causes.
He sure does.
But yeah, the UNcathalon was one of those things that when he asked me to be a part of it, I didn't know what to expect. Just like I don't think anybody really knew what to expect. But the second year was a lot better than the first year because I think everybody knew what to expect. I know from a company-wide perspective, a lot of our employees were excited to compete because we have a lot of employees that are big into health and fitness. And I always say, volunteering on those days, oh yeah, next year I'm gonna get ready so I can compete. Still haven't gotten to that point yet, so we're still working on that. We all have our issues that we have to get through. So
every year we get excited. Every year we're like, oh, I can do this. I can run that.
That's right.
You get caught up in the moment. It's so exciting.
It is.
It's so fun.
Until you're like, okay, let me try that. Yeah, well, maybe I better train a little bit more.
I got to tell you though, your employees are champs. They really, they put it, they just leave it all out there. They try. They work
do,
so hard.
And they are so proud to do that. do the fundraising and to just be a part of that and be a part of the Special Olympic Athletes Day.
Yeah.
I mean, because truly, there is nothing better than seeing an athlete and just the joy to compete. Because, right, I think all of us have that inner spirit to compete in something.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
And they have so much fun. You'll notice our athletes that day will try every single event. And it's really nice because some of the stuff they've never had a chance to do before, like a long jump or a triple jump, right? But they have so much fun. It's just such a great day.
It really is. And I know last year with COVID, it kind of put a hamper on what we were trying to do last year.
Yeah.
So do you want to just give a sneak peek as to what we're going to be looking forward to
For this year?
Yes.
Yeah, well, COVID did put a little bit of a squash on our event, but we had the coolest event planned for this year. We were actually moving it inside. As you know, the last 3 years prior, we were outside at Shenley, and we lucked out a few times with beautiful weather, and we got hit by a tornado.
Oh, yes.
Another time that was interesting. So we decided after that year, but here's the best part, Matt. You had a lady running the 800 meter and she ran through that tornado. She was not, I kid you not, she would not stop. She kept running and everybody was chasing stuff down the field and she just kept going. She was going to finish. She was determined. But after that year, we said, you know what, let's take this inside. So that's one less thing for us to contend with.
Yeah, weather is always the big variable, right?
Always the big variable.
In any event, I'm sure that you guys do.
It is, it really is. Everything we do is outside, so you're right. But we were so excited because we had what we thought was the coolest event planned for this year. We had still some of our staples, our 400 and our 800 run. We were still doing our jumps. But we had some super cool stuff planned this year. We had some, well, I'm not going to tell you because I think we're going to do it this year. So we're taking it inside, we're going to do that. But the virtual event that we did in September of 2020 was such a huge success that we're going to keep that component as well, because what it gave us the opportunity to do is take this event to other programs. Right now, this event's in Pittsburgh. We are planning on taking it to Philadelphia as well. So we'll have, kind of a cross-state competition between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. But there's a whole lot of state in between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. So the really cool thing about the virtual event is it allows us to take this to our other programs. So we're going to have both components.
So if people want to learn more about Special Olympics, about the UNcathalon, about other events that take place, where's the best place that they can look up those events?
Yep, the best place to go is to our Special Olympics website. It is www.specialolympicspa.org.
That's great, and you could always go to donsappliances.com and you can look on our site on the various organizations, including Special Olympics. And thanks for joining us.